I know we're kind of getting started with college basketball, and this is a great environment, I think, to have a coach's show. It gives me flashback of the TV show Cheers when I was growing up as a kid, so I'm a little bit concerned about the bellying up over there. I got to keep my eyes on that crew over there, the guys that are bellied up to the bar. That's a motley crew right there, let me tell you. But this is a great environment. It's great to see so many people supporting us at McHale's. I also want to introduce my staff that's here today. The newest member of my staff is Joe Mantusta. Joe, if you can kind of stand up and say hello. Okay, Big Joe. Coach Molinari is with us. You see Coach is zoomed down a lot. He looks really good. Coach Dixon is over there. And I think the mark of any program is what kind of staff you have. And I think Bud and I, we both agree we have an outstanding staff. I know we're very fortunate, and we both have staffs that work really hard. So I'm pleased that they're here. But this is a big day. You know, I think Bud talked about it earlier, but tonight at our tip-off banquet, when you think to me of college basketball, I know for me the faces of college basketball from a media perspective would be Jay Billis and Dick Vitale. And I don't know that everybody realizes, you know, being able to have Jay with us tonight in terms of the kind of person that we have here and his expertise is something that I know we're really excited about. And he's going to have a message for our teams, I'm sure. So it's a big day. It's certainly big for all of us because tomorrow's signing day, so I can't get into that. But obviously we get started this weekend. For us, you know, we had one scrimmage and one exhibition, so I'm going to temper what I'm going to say. Gary McCann told me I was a Grinch on Saturday, and last night I was out eating dinner. And so the funniest thing happened. I had been to 3 dorms. My daughter had a competition, and a gentleman who I didn't know came over and said, "Coach, how'd it go?" And I said, "We played pretty well." And he goes, "Gosh," he goes, "that must have been pretty good for you to say something like that." Made me feel a little bit bad, Mr. McCann. But anyway, I thought, you know, for us on Saturday, you know, we played UNC Pembroke, for those that were there, and we're up by 22 with 4 minutes to go, and it was good. I mean, you know, last year, our first game of the year, we got a layup with 2 seconds to go to win, so I promised myself that we would play an exhibition. And, you know, so I think that helped us. I was very pleased in a lot of ways. I thought we defended hard. I thought that you know, there were some things we got to do a little bit better. You know, we didn't jump to the ball well enough. We didn't defend the post well enough. We turned the ball over too many times. But we did have 22 baskets off of 17 assists, which I thought was really good. Andre Jones played very well. He scored 17, and quite honestly, I think right now he's our most improved player. You know, he's gained a lot of strength. He's playing with a lot of confidence. You know, he's shooting the ball very, very well. Another guy that I thought played terrific was George Valentine. You know, George had 13 and I think 5 rebounds, but George, you know, if you're really a student and you watch him, boy, he's really good defensively. He's not there with Mantoris yet, but he's very, very good. You know, he doesn't get screened. There's a thing we talk about. If you see a guy getting screened, that means he's not a good defender. George is unscreenable. Right now, Andre's screenable, so we've got to do some work with him to help him get a little bit better. But, you know, I was very pleased with those guys. I thought Reggie Middleton had a very solid game. Our biggest issue is, right now, lineups. You know, we've got so many different things going on, and then we had 2 guys hurt. Gideon's been hurt. Joey's been hurt. And trying to figure out who to play and when to play and all that stuff has been a little bit tough. I thought Julius Francis, you know, he makes mistakes that drive you crazy. It's like you have a child when they make a mistake, when they make one, it's a darn good one. It's like an atomic bomb. But you know what? He makes a difference. He's 6'11". He changes people's shots. He's got a chance. He's really got a chance to get better. So, with that being said, we're on to 3 games in 4 days. We played Queens on Saturday, and they played UNC Charlotte. They got beat last week. Every game is very dangerous right now. Anybody can beat anybody. If you're watching the world of college basketball, Lewis University, a Division II team out of Illinois, beat DePaul Saturday night. Okay. Last night, Indianapolis, a Division II team, beat Tennessee last night convincingly. So Davidson played Lenore-Rhyne Saturday night and won by 4. So anything can happen. Last year, Syracuse was #1 in the nation most of the time when they lost their exhibition game against a Division II team. So at this time of the year, a lot of things can happen. We've got to work hard to be prepared. We're preparing right now for them. We play VCU on Monday in the first round of the NIT, and we play, and we'll see, the next game is Tuesday. You know, Hampton's in that field, Wake is in that field, and if you win both, you go to New York City. If you split, there's no telling where you're going. But the great thing about it is it's 4 games and it counts as 1. I will tell you this, you know, like Wake Forest is in it. Wake Forest got beat last weekend by the College of Charleston in a scrimmage. So Wake Forest is really young right now. Hampton actually last year was pretty good. VCU won 27 games last year, and they're like us, but they got bigger bodies. So it's going to be a great weekend, and I certainly appreciate you guys coming. I hope you'll support us, and I do think one of the things that I want to challenge everybody on is I think we still got to continue to work to get people in the stands. You know, I hope that people will come out. I hope they'll be loud. We both have good kids, and we're certainly looking forward to this season. Any questions? Yes, sir.